everyone. Kings and blessings. I really pray everyone is doing well today. So I have a word. Now, this is directly from the throne of God. And take warning to this because this is very serious. God is saying to his people, get to know him for yourself. Because God clearly says in his word that if he did not shorten the days, then the very elect would not make it. Even the very elect would be deceived. So the deception that's about to hit this earth is going to be something that's going to be real and it's going to be thick. So with that being said, family, we're going to have to get in a space where we know the God of Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob. We know the character of God. We know the heart of God. We know the statutes and commandments of God. We begin to know the nature of God. We get to know God as our Father, as our Redeemer. We get to know his hand. We get to discern what is and what is not God. But if we're not familiar with his word, if we're not familiar with his truth, if we're not familiar with his character, then we're going to be deceived by something that looks and feels like God that is not God. Satan spent time dwelling with God in heaven. So he very well knows God's character enough to mimic it, to be a counterfeit. Don't focus on anything that's a distraction right now that will get your eyes off of God. Because there are so many prophets right now that are going around, prophetess that are going around, that are dropping words, giving words. And right now, the main word that needs to go out is Christ is returning. He's coming back. Get your house in order. Make sure that your soul does not perish in a burning hell for eternity. Okay? God wants you to get before his face and be real with him. And tell him your shortcomings. Tell him your flaws. Tell him where you need him. Tell him you need help. Tell him you a mess and you a sinner. I am. And I'm real about that. 150%. But I need God to know me. Ultimately, I cannot make it without God. I need God. If I'm already a mess and I'm still falling short with God, I'm doomed without him. We individually and collectively are doomed without God. So family, so that we are not deceived in these last and evil days, get in the face of God and get to know him for yourself. I love y'all. I'm out.